Hey, and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Tim.
Konnichiwa. I'm Matt. We're here with the best Japanese maple with the worst name. Today we're going to be talking about Acer palmatum Scoliopendrifolium.
What a mouthful. It sounds horrible.
It sounds like a disease. Like, what happened to him? He got Scoliopendrifolium. He was out in the garden and Scoliopendrifolium got him. It was such a shame.
When they brought Japanese maples from Japan to the United States, they put these horrible Latin names on them, and they're horrible for marketing. Some say that the name may be Shinabuga Oka, the original name from Japan. Others use the name Linearifolium. You know, Scoliopendrifolium is the name that we got this tree under first. I can't confirm that it is the exact same plant as Shinabuga Oka, so we keep that horrible name Scoliopendrifolium on it. But this is a really good plant. That's why we love it so much. It's got those green strap leaves, and it's a nice dark green. And this is a tree that's been here since probably, what, 2002, 2004?
Yeah, it's been here in the garden a while. We got hit a little bit in 07 with a really hard freeze. This tree would probably be even bigger. I love it. It's got that soft green. It's almost like a mint colored green, which is accentuated really nicely by its dark bark. So this tree actually has almost that same color bark that you might be familiar with, like Emperor One, but then with a light green foliage. So it looks really cool to me because that Linearlobum or bamboo style foliage plays off that darker bark, and it really makes this one show up. If you have a little bit of shade like this one's in, it really gets to a nice light green mint hue with really dark chocolatey foliage or bark.
And this is a great complementary plant to something like Beniotaki that has similar leaves with that cherry red to deep maroon color. Also a great companion plant is like a bloodgood or a Tamukiyama.
Yeah.
You get an upright shape with a thick, wide leaf with a bloodgood giving texture contrast and color contrast. And then if you use something like a Tamukiyama or another red lace leaf, you get texture contrast, but you also get that contrasting in habit as well.
Yeah, don't be afraid to plant this one next to some full leaf forms like that Emperor One Tim was talking about. That's going to have such a nice texture contrast. It's going to really show out. Those light green foliage is really going to appear different, you know, in shape, form, and color to that larger round palmatum style leaf of something like Emperor One or Fire Glow. I love to pair it with something like that because it just looks so starkly different. You know, a lot of times the Linearlobums can be almost considered like an upright lace leaf for that open, airy approach they have. I love Linearlobums because they have that elegant appearance in the garden. You know, Beniotaki is referred to as red bamboo, and I think a lot of these can kind of be looked at that way. Scoliopendriflorum has that bamboo-like essence of a Japanese garden. It gives you that exotic feel of being in a bamboo field, but in a Japanese maple setting with amazing spring, summer, and fall color that you wouldn't get in a bamboo garden.
Now we often call this a Linearlobum style leaf because of that long strap leaf. This is a term that was termed back when they put the term Scoliopendrifolium on it. So it's one of those weird Latin names. But it's that grouping that J.D. Vertrees used in his book. Esfeld often used something very similar in his book as well with Maples of the World. And this is such a fun plant that just adds a unique texture for an open, airy Japanese maple. It makes a great tree for a traditional Japanese garden, or just something that just adds that essence of Japan to your current garden that you have.
I'd like to reiterate, my favorite thing about this one is that bark color. I think it really gives it something special that it's so dark, contrasting with the lighter green foliage. It really is unique, even amongst Linearlobums. It gives it something that stands out. You won't be afraid to catch Scoliopendriflorum in your garden. It's one that you're going to want to add, and we hope you'll add it with Mr. Maple when you see it next available on our website.
And this one does give you a good red to deep red fall color. Really that bright reds to that deep maroons, giving you some contrast from the spring to the fall with a nice upright habit. I think you can find a great spot in your garden for Scoliopendrifolium, and then you can figure out how to pronounce this and tell everybody, and they'll think you've got a disease.
You know, for a Linearlobum, it kind of goes through some similar color pattern changes to that of Acer palmatum dissectum green hornet.
Yeah.
You're going to kind of get that lighter green appeal in the spring, and then that bolder red in the fall. You know, very different trees, but a very similar color contrast throughout the seasons. We hope you enjoyed this quick look at Acer palmatum Scoliopendrifolium, and don't be afraid to catch it.
Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got a huge assortment of maple videos and other fun content of gardening on our website. If you're a gardener, you'll want to be subscribed to our YouTube channel. And make sure you share this with your friends that are gardeners, because if you like this video, they probably will too. Take care
Hey, if you've got maple fever, the cure's on MrMaple.com. God bless and have a great day.
Thanks. Take care.